this time we're going somewhere towards Yendi, because we heard earlier this afternoon that the NDC took their Moment of Truth series to that part of the country. Well, what they did was they tried to access one of the dam sites out of government's promise, One Village, One Dam program. They are making a case that even though government made that promise, none of those in that particular area has been achieved. We're told that there was chaos at the dam site as community members suspected to be members of the governing NPP blocked the NDC from accessing that site. Sami Jemfi is a communications officer for the NDC. We can listen to him.
Misusing taxpayers' money on useless and meaningless projects like the meaningless One Village, One Dam projects we have shown you. It is our responsibility as an opposition to expose that and to make sure that that is changed. It is in that spirit and against that backdrop that we have come here in the northern region. So we are doing this for Ghana. If government listens, if they heed their call and our call and stop delivering the excavated ponds and dugouts which have all dried up to the people of the north, and begin to deliver this type of proper well-built small-scale irrigation dams, everybody in this part of the country, irrespective of their political affiliations, will benefit from same. And so we must all support this cause. And no matter the political party you belong to, you must support the NDC in demanding accountability from the Akufo-Addo government, because this is not what they promise. And so without wasting much time, ladies and gentlemen, you can see for yourself a well-built small-scale irrigation dam. Sometimes when we talk about the fact that President Akufo-Addo is not delivering dams as he promised, but dugouts and excavated ponds, the MPP say that, oh, are you expecting us to build dams like the Akosombo Dam? Because that is not what we promised. We are not asking for the Akosombo Dam. We know what a small-scale irrigation dam meant for agriculture looks like, because we have a solid track record in that. President Mahama knows what a small-scale irrigation dam looks like. And the people of the north, thanks to President Mahama and agencies like JICA, have seen small-scale irrigation dams and know how small-scale irrigation dams look like. And this is what we are demanding from government. This is what they should be doing. When they go on radio and TV, you hear MPP communicators say that we don't have any alternatives. Ladies and gentlemen, we have demonstrated to you that not only do we have a superior alternative, but we also have a superior record. This is the record of His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. And that is why we are saying that the only way the people of the north will once again see proper, well-built, small-scale irrigation dams is only when His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, the Lion of the North, is re-elected come 7 December 2020 to rescue this country from the clutches of the deceptive, inept, corrupt, wasteful, and nepotistic Akufo-Addo government. Thank you very much for accompanying us here, and may God bless you all.
Well, my colleague Kwesi Parker Wilson is there live on the ground with us. He joins me on the line to give us some more information. Hello, Parker.
Yes, hello.
Parker, tell us a bit more about the chaos that you witnessed earlier when the NDC people or NDC executive were stopped at a point from accessing one of the dam sites.
Okay, so yes, you know that earlier we had visited the first dam site, and then we were moving to Atibo, where the next clash happened. Now, on our way to the place, we picked up information from the NDC executive that they have received word that some members of the NDC have been deployed to the area to prevent them from gaining access to the dam site. And so they called the police and informed them of the situation. That notwithstanding, they still moved ahead to go to the dam site to ascertain the state of the dam and the government one district and at One Village, One Dam policy initiative. Now, when we go to the dam site, we saw some men. But let me put on record that at the time I didn't know who they were, but some were wielding clubs. So they were there waiting for us. Of course, we were with the NDC team. And just when they saw the presence of the police, some of them dropped the gun that they were holding and confronted the NDC guys and said that in their language, they were not going to allow them and the media to take coverage of the dam, especially because they have not received clearance or they've not alerted the assembly why they are coming there. So until the assembly gives them the approval that they should allow the NBC and the media to cover or take coverage of the downside, they were not going to allow them. So the NBC men were also quite not happy with the situation. They were upset and in an attempt to bulldoze their way through and ask the media to go and take coverage. The NCP supporters then decided to attack them. So both of them were pushing each other. Then the police intervened. In fact, it took the police about 10 to 15 minutes to manage to restore calm. Even that did not really work. So the member of parliament for Mion Constituency, Mohammed Abdulaziz, who had accompanied us through the dam side, witnessed the whole incident. So looking at the situation, he gathered the media and said that he wanted to address us briefly. And so he addressed that and described the situation as unfortunate and asked that for the sake of peace, we should leave. So the reason for which we got to the downside, we actually didn't cover the whole program because we were waiting for the communication director, Sami JP, to come and address the media at that downside, which it never happened.
So Parker, you're saying that some of the media men were attacked by these people because you were filming at the dam site?
No, the media was not attacked, but they were preventing the media and the NDC support. You know, we are with the NDC team to hold the dam site as they alerted the media. Right. So whether you're a media man or you're an NDC guy, all they are saying is that they won't allow us to do so. And the NDC members were also asking us to go ahead and take coverage. So that was not a confrontation with that. They never attacked any media man. I wasn't attacked by cameraman, and other media guys who are here were not attacked.
But bottom line, they were not. They did. You were the member of parliament for Mion asked you to leave so that there will be peace, and that's what you did.
Exactly, because Sami JP was supposed to address that at that location. And we were waiting for what we took the lead, waiting for him to come and address the media. But because of the situation, they called him not to come, and the member of parliament for Mion asked the media that we should leave after addressing us for just 2 minutes. In fact, he was not happy with the situation. When he was speaking to us, we had some noises, and then he was telling us that they are still fighting their men, and that he's still with all the NDC supporters to leave the place, get into the car, and move back to the different location where we are.
Which I suppose is what explains the second video we are seeing, or the second location we're seeing, because there are just 2 people with him. Initially, there were about 20 people with Sami JP at the dam site when he was addressing the press conference. What has the police said, Parker, about this situation?
Okay, so I attempted to engage the police, and they declined comment. They said that they received a call from the NDC that some of that was going to happen, so that quickly rushed. About 5 policemen were present, actually. They had to quickly rush to the police and restore some back to us on record. They said that they were not going to investigate it, they were not going to speak to us on record. What happened between the 2 parties, they were alive to lie, and that they won't dwell on it.
Parker, thank you for that update. Kwesi Parker was in there. He's with the team, the NDC team that's organizing press conferences at dam site up north. Sami JP is the communications officer of the NDC who spoke a while ago.